Hey y'all. Happy Sunday. Listen, I don't know why I'm feeling compelled to share this morning. Um, but I'm going to tell you the story behind this little girl's outfit. Back in 2020, prophetess Barbara Gaines out of Florida wrote a post. I've been following her, and she said, buy something that you're believing God for. If you want a house, purchase keys. If you want just anything you want, you believe in a loved one to come home, purchase a clothing item, things like that. So I desired a little girl. And so I purchased this outfit May 15th, 2022 from Amazon. And I'm going to post the picture in the comments below. I didn't tell anyone because I thought they would think that I was crazy for purchasing something that wasn't even here yet. And Michael Todd voice is only crazy until it happens. Okay, so I did that. I bought three things, but for the sake of this video, I'm only gonna tell you about this outfit. Um, at the beginning of December 2022, God told me by the end of the year that I would be pregnant. Okay, so December of 2022, I found out that I was pregnant. February of 2023, I had a miscarriage. Don't know why. Just happened. Um, it broke me. One of the hardest things that I had to deal with to date. And I didn't understand. I kept asking God, why would you tell me I was gonna be pregnant, but didn't tell me that I would have a miscarriage? I feel like God played me, to be honest. I feel like he played me, like he set me up for the okie doke. Like you tell me part of it, but you didn't tell me the whole thing. And so the end of February, I would say the beginning of March, he told me about the Healed Woman Conference. And if I'm honest, I was like, Lord, I don't know about this because I'm still healing from this hurt. But I was obedient, and with all the questions that I had, I still did the conference. July, I attended a School of the Prophets with Dr. Latara Tillman. I've been following her for years too. All these women are amazing, y'all. I sat in a service, and it was a moment towards the end where she said she was touching women's womb, and she said, told one lady to buy a car seat and put it in your car, and people will think that you're crazy, but by this time next year, you'll have a baby. And I remember bawling, like bawling, and I sat in that service and I said, Lord, I received that for myself. I went in, as I left that service, I sowed a seed. I left that service, went in the car, and I was like, Lord, I wonder why she didn't touch me. Why she didn't touch my womb when you know that I desire to have a baby. Those are my exact words, y'all. Not knowing, the following week, I found out that I was pregnant. I was sitting crying over something that God already performed. But that's another topic for another day, because that would get me full. I was crying and asking God why she didn't touch my womb because I desired a baby, not knowing that I already conceived the baby on the inside of me. I just had to receive what was set in the atmosphere. By this time next year, I will conceive a baby. And I said, I received it. She talked directly to me, y'all. But I promise you in that service, I said, I received it, not knowing that the seed was already birthed inside of me. Ooh, I'm getting full. A week later, I found out I was pregnant, I think a week before my conference. And I was so scared. I didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell my husband. Because when you have a miscarriage, the thoughts run through your mind like, what if this happens again? I'm going to wait until we go to the doctor, we get the ultrasound, which was at the end of July. My conference was July 13th, 14th. I think that weekend. I can't remember, y'all. But and so I was scared. I was protective. I didn't tell people. I just kept it quiet. Eventually with my symptoms and stuff, my husband ended up suspected it. But at the end of the month, we went to, well, let me back up. for my conference. Now keep in mind, no one knew. For my conference, we had one of the speakers was Pastor Lorana Phelps. Again, another phenomenal woman. Y'all go follow her. Her mom came at the conference. And again, I was fearful because I didn't know if I would have another miscarriage. She laid hands on my stomach and she started praying and she said, God said, release the fear. And when you talk about boo-hoo cried, I boo-hoo cried because I knew exactly what she was talking about. She prayed over my womb and she said everything will be all right. And she said a whole lot of other stuff, y'all. But the power of God moved so mightily in that conference. It was like I was pregnant with two babies. I was pregnant with a spiritual baby, which was the conference, and I was pregnant with the natural baby. And I really felt like if I wasn't obedient to what God told me, it would have gone another way. Like that's how important it was for that conference to happen. And God allowed for it to happen. And he truly blew my mind. It was all a divine setup for what was coming the next months of my life. Okay, so after the conference, we had an ultrasound and everything was good with the baby. So I heard, so that was good. I ended up telling everybody, they were happy, things like that. I say all this to say, and there's so much to share, but I'm not going to do a whole hour video. I'll come back with part 2. But I say that to say, let me also point that at our conference, we had another speaker, Miss Pastor B, who we call Pastor B. Her name is Miss Benita Bailey, another phenomenal woman. She spoke on the code 828. For we know all things work together for our good. And she said, she was pretty much telling us that when we get in dire, we get into hardships, and we get hit by storms, go for what you know. And I remember her looking right at me. She said, go for what you know. You know that all things work together for your good. Y'all, I mean, powerful speakers at the conference. Did not even know that I would need that same word. The day we told people that we was about the pregnancy, the next day, I started bleeding and I was terrified. And I was sitting at the hospital for so long. And as I was sitting there, I kept reciting the sermon that she spoke, code 828, for we know all things work together for our good. I was just praying over my baby and praying. And everything was fine. And so I share that to say, y'all, that one, it's crazy until it happens. And 2, trust God in the process. Back in 2022, when I purchased this outfit, I was like, oh, it's so cute. It got a little tutu. I don't even know what these is, y'all. I'm assuming leg warmers. I'm a boy mom. I don't know what this is. But this was so cute. And I like glitter. And the shirt said worth the wait. I had no clue that this outfit would mean more now than it did when I first purchased it, because after all I went through, she is truly worth the wait. Pastor Lady Lorana Phelps also preached a message on her provoking moments, and she said, no pain wasted. Everything that you go through, God is going to use it for your glory. And she was just sharing the testimony of the passing of her son. And y'all, when I say this season of my life is called No Pain Wasted, God spun the block back for me. That was another message that she spoke on. So all these words that was spoken, I'm now walking in the manifestation of it. It's just mind-blowing how God works. It's mind-blowing how he operates. It's mind-blowing how things all work together for his good. And to now know that we're having a little girl. It's just a dream, y'all. It's a dream and prayers answered because God did it for me. God kept good on his promise. God kept good on his promise. After the miscarriage, the doctor told us you're supposed to wait at least 6 months. Now we wasn't actively trying, but we wasn't not trying. If y'all catch the drift, but we conceived before we hit 6 months. I think it was 5 months. And she was okay. She's still okay, and she's a healthy baby girl. And I remember saying at my conference that when the day comes, she will be a walking testimony of what God done. And I believe that, and I stand on that. That when this baby girl into the world, she will be a walking testimony of all that God has done. She will be a testament to trusting God through and through, no matter what it looks like. Had I not gone through the heartbreak of a miscarriage, I wouldn't be able to appreciate the moment that I have right now. And sharing it with the people that I love. Now, she won't be a Facebook baby. But I will continue to share the testimony of all that God has done, is doing, and will do. Because every moment leading up to now, I see how he worked it out for my good. And she will be worth the wait. She will be worth the wait. She's already loved. So much people is already excited. And I just sit in awe. I just sit in awe that God did it for me. God did it for us. God did it for my family. And so, yeah, y'all, I just wanted to share testimony. I pray that my testimony help somebody else during their hard time, because God is going to keep good on his promise. And this promise been downloaded for years. Back when I was pregnant with Jeremiah, I heard I was going to have a little girl, and her name was going to be Serenity Grace. So the meaning of the name is not just something I just thought of. God gave me the name. And so I thought Jeremiah was a girl. I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is the girl. But it wasn't. And Jeremiah is now 6 years old. And 6 years later, his word is manifesting. Code 828, go for what you know. All things work together for those that love the Lord, y'all. And yeah, I'm getting full. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for your support. Thank y'all for y'all likes, y'all congrats. Just thank y'all for the prayers. Thank y'all for being on this journey. I appreciate y'all so much. And the Healed Woman Conference is not just gonna stop here. I'm already planning for 2024, so be on the lookout, because registration will be open there as well. I got so much things that I'm working on that I'll be releasing soon. Starting some more this week, so y'all keep a lookout. I love y'all. Bye.